All right, I'm recording now. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tracy Crumroy, and I am the lead coach for our group. And I wanted to just kind of go over today, how do we get started? What are the key things that you need to know for getting started and being successful and having a good and successful journey? And Caroline, I'm going to mute you. If you have anything to say, you can unmute yourself. But the first thing I want to just say is a little bit about my story. I have been a Beachbody coach for 2.5 years, but I've been doing Beachbody workouts for 3.5. So I'm kind of familiar with a lot of the different programs, and we're going to talk about which ones would be right for you. I know you probably, if you are working with Caroline or Janet, you probably have already figured that out. But I want to go over some of the basic options and the best getting started options as well. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is workouts. All right, so we all stream our workouts now. They used to do DVDs, don't do that anymore. So as a new person on our team, you have access to all of the Beachbody workouts with the exception of things when they roll out as VIP access. But they are only VIP access for like 3 months, and then they go into the general catalog and you have full access to them. So in the course of time, you will have access to everything. So there are so many options to pick from. And the way that you stream them are many, many different ways. One of the best ways to do it is on beachbodyondemand.com. You use your Beachbody login and you can get access to all of them. You can do it on a laptop, on a computer, anything that has an internet connection and the ability to stream something, you can stream it on. So that is one great option. We use our computer upstairs in our bonus room to stream. But there are other great options as well. Your phone is a great option. There is an app. You download the Beachbody On Demand app, and you can log in, and it's tile based. You can see all the different programs you can stream. One of the great things about the app for your phone, and this would also work for a tablet or an iPad, is that you can pre-download workouts. So say you are going to be on vacation where there isn't internet access. That is me later on this week. I am going to take my phone and I'm going to pre-download all of the workouts that I know that I'm going to need while I'm gone. So I will download all the ones for myself and all the ones for my husband. So when we are ready to work out, we don't need the internet connection. All we need is power to my phone. And so that's a really great option for that. Another fantastic way to stream is through a Fire Stick or a Roku or an Apple TV. There is an app for that. So if you have a great big TV in your family room and you've got a lot of space in there to do your workouts and that's where you want to work out, it's a great option. You can see everything really big. And it is just, those are phenomenal apps, the Roku, the Fire Stick, and Apple TV. So that's the best way to track and to stream your workouts. But let's talk a little bit about some of the basic workouts that I would suggest if you are starting brand new. The first one I would suggest would be 21 Day Fix. Autumn Calabrese is the trainer. It's a 21-day program, but you can repeat it as many times as you want to. There is a workout every single day. It's 7 days a week, but they're about 30 minutes a piece. But they're a great starting place. She goes through a lot of things like technique and how to move your body the correct way, how to stretch afterwards. She talks a lot about nutrition in that program as well. And so it's a great option for anybody who wants to have just a basic introductory program. Another reason why it's great is because you finish in 21 days. So you will have your program completed in 21 days, which is a great motivational thing to be able to say, I've already completed a program and it's only 21 days long. So that's a great option. Another great option that doesn't require any equipment at all, except for maybe a couple small weights if you need them in some of the later workouts, is T25. That is Shaun T based. So Shaun T is the trainer in that. And it is a fantastic option if you love cardio. So I am a cardio junkie. I love, love, love cardio. So that is the program that I did. And there's also a really, really great modifier in that program. All the programs have a modifier. I should say that first. All the programs have a modifier, but the one in T25 is actually we are on her team. So her name is Tanya, and we are on her team, and it is a great like personal connection. So like as you get to know Tanya in that program, you'll see us talk about her as well.
Yeah. And she's also, when she did it, she was a brand new mom. She had a 3-month-old little boy at home. So that is kind of a cool thing too, to know that if she can do it with a 3-month-old, you can do it. So
yes, that is a great also, that is great to put into your mind. And I know just a little tidbit about that. In the filming of that, if you look closely, she's wearing double sports bras. That tells you she's a new mom. She's wearing double sports bras in every single video because she's nursing. So that is a great little fun fact on that one. So, so let's talk a little bit about calendars, and I'm going to see if I can share my screen on this. Share. I want to go here. So this is my, I'm going to show you this because I want you to see how to get to the calendars and how to get to any kind of tracking options. And this will also help you in a second when we talk about nutrition. And I should have pulled this up ahead of time, but I didn't. But I'm just going to Beachbody On Demand. Maybe. Logging in. So, all right, so here, and Caroline, you can see this, right? Okay, so here's your workouts. Scroll down, here are some featured programs. Here's Lift4, 80-Day Obsession, but we'll go to, here's 21-Day Fix, and I want to do 21-Day Fix because I want to also show you this as well. So you've got your full list of workouts here, but on this next tab over here is your program materials. These are really, really important. In here, you've got your start here. This is a great thing. Every single program has one of these, getting started PDFs. They're fantastic. But in this program materials, one of the important things to look at is this workout calendar. This tells you what to do on what day. It takes all the guessing and thinking away from it. So it tells you Monday you're doing total body cardio fix, Tuesday you're doing upper fix, Wednesday you're doing lower fix, Thursday you're doing Pilates. It goes through the whole thing so you know exactly what you're doing on what day. Print it, put it on a wall, and start using a black Sharpie and check mark the heck out of that thing when you're done. There's something really, really rewarding about having a check mark on a calendar all the way across, having one filled up. So that is your options for working out and how to get to the calendars. Caroline, did I miss anything on the workout side? Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing if I can figure out how to do that. All right, there we go. Wow, I can figure this out. Let's talk about the meal plan next. Okay, so you should have gotten these. Are your portion control containers. In there are each one of these color-coordinated, I don't know what containers are different food groups. Green is vegetables, red's protein, blue is healthy fats, purple is fruit. What am I missing? Yellow is my favorite one. Yellow is carbs. Orange is seeds and dressings. And depending on what your weight is, you go through into the 21-Day Fix, back where we just were on Beachbody On Demand, under the program materials. There's a formula under there. If you look under the nutrition plan, there's a formula under there. Based on your body fat or your current weight, it will tell you how many of each containers to use. Now, there is a vegan plan and a regular plan. So if you are vegetarian, use the vegan plan. It's slightly different. even if you're not a vegan, if you're just a vegetarian, I would still recommend using the vegan plan and just put your eggs in as protein and your milk goes in as a healthy fat. So that, what you
And I
got,
was just
Caroline?
gonna, just since you were talking about going into the 21 Day Fix, I would say even if you're gonna do T25 or size or any of the other programs, they all have a nutrition plan with them, but the easiest one to follow is the 21 Day Fix. So do your workouts in whatever one, but go to 21 Day Fix and figure out the nutrition plan, because that is the easiest to follow and the most basic. So.
Yes, absolutely. It is, and it is the only one that I would really recommend. I know some of those other programs have it, like T25 has its own nutritional plan. I've never even looked at it, not once. I have no idea what it even says. So I can't help you in that program nutritionally because I don't know what it says. Because these are the things that I use. And eventually you start to realize that this is 1 cup. You don't need your containers. This is on Pinterest. You can figure it out, what all of these container equivalents are. And I tell you that because I'm cheap and I don't necessarily want to buy another set of these. So if your green one's dirty, just get the green, like a 1 cup measuring cup out and be like, oh, it's 1 cup. And I'm going to tell you, don't ever measure your vegetables. Just eat as many vegetables as you want. Like if it says, the one guideline on the vegetable though, like in the vegan plan, in my plan, it says to eat 5 vegetables a day. Like you really need to try to hit that number that they tell you to eat vegetable wise. It will make a huge difference with your nutrition and your fiber intake and all of the things. So if your thing says to eat 3 a day, eat 3 a day. Like that's the only container that I'm going to tell you that you have to get those in. The other ones you can skip if you want, but you're going to be hungry if you skip them, so don't skip them. But anyway, so what was I going to say something else about containers? Oh, in the meal plan, there is a list of foods that fit into that. So I'm not gonna, every time I want to eat a banana, am I gonna jam it into this container? I know a half a banana is equivalent to a purple, and a lot of these things are spelled out for you very specifically in the meal plan. Like there's a food group list, and if in those lists of foods, you have at the top of the list are the healthier options. So if you look at the vegetable list, at the top of the list, you're going to find broccoli, kale, those kind of things. You're going to find that carrots and peppers are on that list, but they're lower on the list. It's not a bad vegetable, but if you're going to eat, if you want to try to stick to the top of the list. Like in your yellows, you're going to find brown rice is at the top of the list versus an English muffin is lowered on the list. I eat both of those things, but if I'm going to eat I have 4 yellows in my plan, I'm not going to eat 4 yellows of pretzels most days. Some days I will, but when I really am paying attention to my nutrition, I'm trying to eat brown rice and oatmeal as 2 of my yellows every day because they're on the top side of that list. So that's the list there. There also is on your Beachbody On Demand, there is a Fixate channel. This is a food recipe channel. It is a cooking show. There are some great options in there. You can go, and every single recipe has container equivalents. So you can figure out, it's a really easy way to start adding new recipes into your life and knowing exactly what the container equivalents are at the moment. And then this is my own personal thing, but there is an app for keeping a 21 Day Fix app where you can keep track of all of your containers. But and if you are an app person, go for it. But I am a paper and pen person. And when I am best on my nutrition, I am writing it down. So I would suggest for you to find a notebook. This is the one from Transform 20, but find a notebook where you can write your nutrition down for the day. Because there is something in your brain that if you have to write things down, you're going to be less likely to fall off the wagon on things. If you know that at the end of the day, you're going to have to look at that and tally up, yes, I really did have 5 greens today. Oh, I had 6 yellows. I shouldn't have had 6 yellows. Let me not have 6 yellows tomorrow.
If you are, Tracy's a pen and paper person. If you are a digital person, there is a Beachbody nutrition app that is purely for nutrition. You can put in what program you're doing and list all your containers. Or there is a non-Beachbody one. You can just kind of Google in your app store 21 Day Fix app, and you'll find one that will put all your containers in there too. So I tend to do my phone. I'm writing it down too, but I use both either way.
Yes, yes. I just know personally I am a pen and paper kind of girl. Like my notes for today are on pen and paper. Fine. All right, so that gets us to your shakes. Most of you guys probably are doing Shakeology. This, there are good ways to do it and there are bad ways to do it. And if you go down the bad way to do it, you're not gonna like it. So please, please, please do not shake your shake with water and call it a day. Don't do that. It's gross. I will do it in a pinch because I'm at the point where I am not gonna let it go on a day and not have a shake. So I will occasionally shake with water if I have to, but it has to be cold water and it has to have ice in it, and it's not my favorite. I will do it because I know it's nutritionally important in my day. But how I make my shake, and everybody is different, is but mine is consistent almost every single day, is I do a cup of ice, I do a half of frozen banana. I know Caroline doesn't like banana, so she uses strawberries. And you can buy all kinds of frozen fruit. I use unsweetened vanilla almond milk in mine. You can use unsweetened cashew milk. You can use any kind of coconut milk, any of that stuff, as long as it is the unsweetened kind. And I have tried it with regular milk and it's kind of gross. So don't do that. And then I use PB2, the peanut butter powder in mine as well. You can use a teaspoon of peanut butter, but I like the tablespoon of PB2 powder. And then I blend and blend and blend until it is nice and smooth. Make sure you're blending long enough. Let's see, that's like the basic of what most people do with their shakes. Usually some sort of fruit, some sort of almond milk, some sort of nut milk, and ice. That's the typical base of everything. If you have vanilla, you can add all kinds of different fruit and get all different kinds of flavors. I know people who have done oranges and peaches and good stuff there. So that's a great option. A lot of people put cinnamon in with the vanilla because that tastes really good as well. So there are a bunch of, like in the vanilla extract aisle, there are things like rum extract and almond extract and things like that. You can add those in. Those are no problem for adding into your shake if you want to add just something different. Some people put in mint with their chocolate and have like a peppermint mocha kind of a feel. You could put cold brew coffee in it. So just experiment with what you like. And if you don't like the first one, trust me, sometimes it takes like a day or two to get used to it because it's something different. It is not a milkshake. There is whey protein or pea protein, depending on if you're vegan or not. But it is, it can take a little bit to get used to. Another option that is great for traveling is to make it into like a batter. And I do this, I did it last night. Sometimes I do it when I want my shake at the end of the day as a treat. I know that like it was a Saturday night, I wanted a dessert. I knew I was gonna want a dessert. So what I do is I put my scoop of Shakeology in a bowl and I will put some peanut butter in there and just a little bit of almond and mix it up until it's the consistency of brownie batter. And it's just, then I just eat it with a spoon. It's a great option. So that's the shake. Do you have anything additional to say about shakes, Caroline? All right. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the My Challenge.
I thought of something real fast. Is that in the group, people post their shakes every day. So if you see one that looks good or somebody's mentioned it, just ask them for the recipe. There are a million recipes on Pinterest on that Fixate recipe. Like, I mean, you can find all kinds of fancy Shakeology recipes. So.
Yes, and we do have some creative people in our group who add all kinds of fun things. And a lot of people add spinach in to their shakes, but I will caveat you really need to be careful of not having too much raw spinach in your life. And Brian told me why not too long ago, and I can't remember why. But you don't want to have an excessive amount of raw spinach. So
or cauliflower. It messes with your metabolism and your thyroid production.
Yeah, maybe that was it. So, okay, the last part is the My Challenge Tracker app. You will get an email invitation from either Caroline or myself, and there is an app on your phone. It's My Challenge Tracker, and in it, this is where the community and the accountability comes into play. Every single day, the expectation is that you will post a picture of your sweaty selfie when you have completed your workout, including a little, just some sort of description about your workout. How did it go? We want to know. Was it hard? Did you crush it? Did you kill it? Did you find one move incredibly difficult? We want to know what's going on, because there's a lot of people in the group that have been there for 2.5 years, and they can help you with anything. Or when you're getting close to finishing a program, we can all help guide you into, what do you do next? Because when you finish a program, the best thing to do, start another program. So we want a picture of your sweaty selfie, and we also want a picture of your shape, because those are the two things that are going to most help you be most successful. So those are the two things that they've given us. I wish there was a place to add my meal plan for the day, like a picture of my meal plan for the day, whether it be a screenshot from your app or a screenshot from your written down stuff, but that's not on there. So sometimes I will ask for that though. So be prepared. And then I will try to post motivational things, and I would like for you to be in there and talking to the other people, commenting on, seeing what everybody else is doing, meeting new friends, meeting new people, getting to know other people on this same journey that you're on. So that's the community. Caroline, did you have any?
I was going to say, in regards to the sweaty selfie thing, when I first joined, I was like, really? I don't want to do that. One, I look gross. And two, I felt like Kim Kardashian taking all of my selfies. But there's something about doing it every single day and seeing the progress, and you get that feeling of accomplishment, but also just looking at yourself every single day in a picture when you are sweaty and gross really does something to your sense of self, and kind of gives you a little bit more confidence and builds it just by taking a picture of yourself every day. So do it, even though it sounds ridiculous. There is a reason behind it. So,
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And one day you're going to look on there and you're going to see a muscle that you didn't see before, or you're going to see something, oh my goodness, my face looks thin in this picture. Like, you're going to start to realize, and I mean, if you take terrible selfies, we can help you, because I'm working on my husband to learn how to take better ones. He's getting a little bit better. I don't know if you've noticed a little bit, Caroline, but I'm like, you can't hold down here. You shoot from up above. That is the key to a selfie, is shooting from above. Don't shoot from below. But that's a great thing for me to say on top of this. My husband is in the group. There are a couple guys in the group. Now, the guys in the group are married, so they deal with women all the time. So they're like, if you say something, you're not going to shock them and be like, hey, it's a womanly time. And they're not going to be like, oh, that's disgusting. No, they're going to be like, yeah, it is. So those things are safe to say in there, but just know that there is guys in there. So I probably wouldn't take a picture in your underwear, but I mean, sports bras are fine, but probably not in your underwear. So just wanted you to know that. And then I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about is just a little like tips and tricks of things that like I have learned along the way. Number one tip and trick is to always have water. Always, always, always have water near you. The more you can drink, the more hydrated you are, the faster you're going to lose weight and the healthier you're going to be. You should be drinking probably, half of your body weight, at least half of your body weight in ounces every day. So that for some of you, that's no problem. For others of you, that's going to be kind of scary and big, but work towards it. Don't just one day say, hey, I'm going to drink 80 ounces of water today. Yesterday, I drank 5 ounces of water, and tomorrow I'm going to drink 80, and be like, expect that you're not going to be in the bathroom every 5 minutes, because you will. But work towards that. Like, that should be the goal. So that's that. And then just start thinking through little things like, how in the world can I get past the mental aspect of this? You're starting on a journey that's going to require mental strength, and some days are going to be really successful and some days are going to be hard, and it's okay to have hard. And that's where this community and this fit family comes in, where when things get hard, I would love for you to reach out to me or your coach or the group and just say, hey, look, I am struggling. Can you help And let me just tell you, I need to do this too. Like, I can't even tell you how often I text people and be like, I need help. Because you can't do this alone. Studies have proven weight loss and health journeys are so much more successful when you do it in community. And that is what makes Beachbody special. That's what makes this group special, is being part of a group and a culture and a family where you are not alone. So that is my spiel. Caroline, did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
I think the only other thing as far as when you first start is have a plan. I mean, obviously it tells you what workouts you're going to be doing, what containers you need to eat, but like sit down the night before each day and just kind of loosely plan what are you going to eat that day? What time are you going to work out? Saying, yeah, I'm going to work out tomorrow is a lot different than looking at your schedule and saying, I have a half an hour at 9 o'clock. I'm going to work out at 9 o'clock. Because then the next day when it's 9:15, you look at your watch, you're like, whoops, and you go get it done. So have set times, even if you don't hit them exactly, just have a plan. So, yeah.
And you guys know that we're here. We are here to help you. Like, if you have a question, please ask. Like, that's what my job is. And you have me as your coach forever. So I will be here forever to help you. So that's what I have to say. I think I'm gonna let's just go knock this out of the park, because this is a first month for a bunch of you, and it's gonna be not always easy, but it'll always be rewarding if you take yourself seriously and really put the commitment into it. If you commit wholeheartedly to this, you will get results and you will be happier and you will be more confident on the other side. So, all right, that's what I have for today. I'm going to stop the recording, and I will see you in the group.